To find out what's got Britain talking today with the help of Nick Ferrari and Ashley James.
And we are very excited about, because there's big news. We've got a new Pope,
Yes.
Nick. We're very excited.
It's not just Britain talking, it's the whole world talking this morning about that, isn't it? Holy smoke, that was a quick decision. Father Bob blew in from Chicago, the Windy City, and went straight through the Vatican in almost world record time. And there you see the smoke around, I think, 5 or 6 o'clock last night, our time. Father Bob from Chicago speaks 5 languages, not without in any way wishing to cry or liken it to a horse race, but again, noting the solemnity of the occasion. He was a rank outsider. He was 10th in the booking.
Really?
No one expected him to get it. First American Pope as we speak. He is holding his first Mass as Pope. That will be attended by the cardinals who voted for him. 2/3 of those, of course, had to vote for him. And Alison, I feel you should have been there. Because you just said you like a diet of fish and potatoes.
Yes.
They're very careful about what they give the cardinals while they're in conclave.
Why?
No asparagus, because it's a diuretic.
Right. Yeah.
Nothing that might cause any fish, but it's double-boned or double-filleted, so no fish bones get stuck.
Oh, my
Last night, had they still been there, it was very
No
careful.
alphabetti spaghetti.
No alphabetti spaghetti.
No.
It was ravioli and 1 glass of wine. Now, most church men I know, that's like an appetiser.
And they don't have their phones either, do they? There's no phones whatsoever.
The food is checked to make sure not that they're sending messages. It is all in this film and the book Conclave.
It's like the OG Big Brother.
Which I
Don't say he's seen the film.
I can now reveal, because I spoke with Robert Harris on my radio show today, who was the author of Conclave. His brother has just told NBC in Chicago, I told my brother, you better go watch Conclave before you turn up. And the Pope, he has seen Conclave.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
What are your listeners saying about it this morning, Nick?
They're excited, but we all agree we don't know enough. So just a brief background. He seems to be very much on the same page with Pope Francis, the former Pope, on his stance allowing divorced and remarried Catholics to receive Holy Communion, which is a big issue in the Catholic Church. He has been, not an open criticism, but he has been vocal on some of Trump's policies. I remind you, this is the first American Pope. They don't normally go to super-developed countries. They normally go to poorer countries, as it often is, because they feel like the last one was Argentinian. Yeah. And we don't... this is the key.
They're the first two... I think they're the first 2 popes... from outside Europe, aren't they?
Well, certainly in modern times. Yeah. Don't push me. There may well have been a long, long way back. I mean, we go back, I think he's the 267th, so there's been a number. I can't do them in alphabetical order, don't ask me. But what we don't know is where he is on LGBT. That's an element we haven't seen
I think we've got some live pictures, actually. I think he's actually doing his first... Yeah, he's there. He's doing his first... Here he is.
Well,
This is his first Mass, isn't it?
Yes.
That he has to conduct.
Yes.
Oh, how exciting. Do you reckon he'll be quite nervous?
Yeah, I thought you looked very emotional, actually, on the balcony yesterday. I mean, it is a huge responsibility.
And you have to take it if you get voted. That's it.
No, I'm so sorry. If you get voted, you can make it known you don't want it. But, of course, if you watch the film without spoiling it, the best way to get it would appear to say you don't want it. So maybe he did watch Conclave.
Full guy on the left.
I was asleep. One in the end.
Ashley, what's your
too
take?
much. I think my take is I'm interested to know, obviously, what his viewpoints are. As you said, we don't know his views on the LGBTQ+ community, but he did in 2012 criticise Western media for promoting sympathy towards the homosexual lifestyle, as he called it. He has been quite critical of the Trump administration, who specifically called out J.D. Vance, saying Jesus doesn't ask us to rank our love of others, and that's in relation to immigration. He is the child of immigrants himself. We don't know yet his position on abortion, contraception, IVF, obviously something that will affect women. And quite interestingly, what's come out and is currently on the front page or online on the Daily Mail is that there are allegations that he looked the other way when confronted with child sex abuse allegations in the church. So obviously the Catholic Church does have a history of not only failing to prevent but also covering up these kind of allegations. So I imagine more will come out about that. And some survivor groups have said that they made the 135 eligible cardinals aware of this before they appointed him, if that's the correct term, as Pope. So I imagine there'll be lots of people trying to uncover more around that story as it comes out.
Just to counter that, in 2019, in an interview with La Repubblica, he urged victims to come out and said the church needed to be more transparent. Look, I'm a Catholic, and for me, it's a huge Well, in many ways it isn't, because I think Francis did so much, but it is whoever the next pope was going to be was obviously going to dictate the way the church goes. And like you said, on some issues, we sort of have to wait and see how that's going to be. But it certainly feels, as a moderate Catholic, it certainly feels like that's a step in the right direction.
So my late father was a Catholic as well, so I have an interest in the church, and you're absolutely right. And it is interesting because, I say again, 1.4 billion people around the world would have had all their eyes on the Vatican City. And it is a unique electoral system in that we have no idea if they're campaigns or whatever. We have no idea, if, again, without wishing to upset any religious... What is his manifesto?
Sure.
As Ashley says, we have no idea. But is there an argument that what he has just been through, admittedly it was far quicker than usual, 138 of his peers, all debating, trying to get the wisdom of God, can I make the argument that some political leaders that we've had in this country would possibly have benefited from a far more rigorous selection process, like we've just seen in the Vatican, than they get in their own parties? So there's a lot to be said. But, Ashley, you're right, we don't know where he stands on a lot of issues.
Yeah.
We just wait and see.
Fascinating how he's going to... the relationship he's going to have with Trump, actually specifically Vance and Rubio as well. Marco Rubio, is that the...
Yeah, Marcus Rubio.
Yeah.
Lots of quite big, like, notable
secretary.
MAGA voices are already, like Steve Bannon's called him the anti-Trump Pope. So I think a lot of, like, the quite big MAGA spokespeople are kind of originally were celebrating an American Pope, and now when they've seen these posts are kind of...
Stepping back a bit.
Stepping back, but it'll be interesting to see.
He's very good at the languages. Look how many languages he
Oh,
knows.
well, he left America when he was about 19.
He's dual national.
Spanish, English, Italian, Portuguese.
He's
German.
American and Peruvian. He spent so much time, so he's dual national.
Unbelievable. Well, listen, next, should we be teaching military skills in secondary schools, or is it in schools in general? Ashley?
Yeah, schools in general. So this is off the back of a poll by the New Britain Project that found 50% of voters want to see... It's called the Combined Cadet Force, but we had it at school. It was called the CCF.
Yeah. So
And, yeah, I actually... faked a phobia of guns to get out of the CCF. So I got...
Draft dodger.
Right, VE Day week, and she makes that confession. Thank God Grandad didn't order it.
You're exactly the person we need on the front line.
Which is why I've got no discipline. No, I actually went to go volunteer in a charity shop instead. But I can kind of, like, see the argument that it can promote leadership or discipline or teamwork. I think my issue with it is it kind of glamorises armed conflict. And my brother-in-law, before you roll your eyes, my brother-in-law is in the army, so I think when you join the army, you're kind of taught about, like, the ethics and morality around the things that you have to do, whereas for me, I did find it a bit weird that at the age of 15 and 16, I was being taught how to load guns. I just didn't really like it back then.
What about the fitness side of it, Ashley? Like, doing a bit of running, doing the press-ups, doing all the fitness side of it? Does that not appeal to you either?
I feel like any kind of programme that encourages, like, fitness and movement is great, but I think, you know, my son's so young, it wouldn't apply to him yet, but if I worry about in different types of personalities, and does everybody fit into those moulds, and is it another way to kind of make the kids who maybe aren't sporty kind of sit a bit more on the sidelines? And I would also say that there's lots of ways to kind of cultivate confidence and even discipline and other strengths without maybe using, like, the military.
Sure, what
influence
I'd
in
say
schools.
to counter that is we talk all the time about a lost generation, like youth clubs shutting down, about children not sort of losing their way, about being on screen time. We've just done it all the time. I haven't got one of my friends who hasn't done either the Duke of Edinburgh or any form of cadet, whether it's Sea Cadet, Air Cadet, and not look back and go, it was an amazing time and I got some skills out of it. And I learnt camaraderie and unity. And
discipline.
And it didn't feel... that none of them had this kind of alpha experience.
Yeah.
I would kind of agree with you as well. I did Duke of Edinburgh and I loved it. I think what will be interesting, especially if it's implemented into state schools, is, like, the cost association, and also would this be something that is like an after-school activity, or would it be during school hours? Because obviously there are lots of after-school clubs, and especially during summer holidays, if that was something that can help working parents during summer holidays, but is there a cost association with it, or would it be something that was rolled out for free?
You know, you referenced your lad. 10, 12 years' time, Mum, I want to do CCF. How would you feel?
Yeah, if he wanted to do it, of course I'd support it.
I think that's the key. If that's what they want to do and it helps get discipline. I was at a school where we did CCF. I got away with it, actually, because I was quite good at rugby. But again, that was the fitness, and that was, again, was the discipline. You know, rugby. Yeah. That is the most disciplined of sports.
They say gentlemen play rugby.
Yes.
and naughty boys play football.
There you go. I wonder where you were going with that one.
I know enough naughty boys have played rugby, trust me. Are we taking too long to drink our coffee? One cafe in Barcelona thinks so, Nick. Is this right?
Yes, so I take you to the Café Bar Perfecto near the city's beaches. That will charge you, let's do it in pounds and shillings and pence, or pounds and pence, £1.35 for a coffee. If you take more than an hour, that goes to £2.12. There is a hotel or a pub hotel in Surrey.
Yeah.
Your producer, David, found this. You can pay 15 quid for the day. So you go there with your laptop and you'll get a sandwich and a lager or whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I do think we have to... This is how the modern working environment is. Lots of people, particularly your age, you don't go to offices. Offices hardly exist. So they do go to coffee shops. And if this is a way where... Because those coffee shops have got to make an extra dollar. I actually don't see a problem with this because of the way the working environment
I agree.
I have been going a lot to my local coffee shop to work on a work project because I just get too distracted in the house. And I'm very, very mindful of the fact that I'm taking up space and it's quite a small coffee shop. So I went on Sunday and realised, like, it would actually be really selfish if I sat there
a big table or something.
But, like, I was there yesterday and so I ordered my breakfast and, like, a bit later I ordered a smoothie, then I ordered a tea, so I really dragged it out. But if they had said, if you want to work, it will cost, like, whether it's a flat rate or they did, like, time slots, like 1 hour, 2 hour. But I think what's confusing about this place in Barcelona is it's almost like staggered charges. So you pay a different amount depending on how long you sit and have your coffee. But I do find gets a bit confusing for staff and customers.
Interesting
Flat fee, I like the flat fee Ferrari.
Yeah, no flat coffee.
Thank you, too. We are going to discuss more of Friday's headlines.
Yes, well, we are going to go... It was from Scarlett, apparently.
Scarlett requested
it. was from Scarlett, a little
Nelly.
bit of classic Nelly. Thank you, Scarlett, for kicking off the summer weekend with a bit of a party. That was so good. Well, listen, let's get straight into the next story, which is all about bridesmaids. How many bridesmaids is acceptable for you, Ashley?
Do you know what? I say have as many or as few as you want.
Wow, listen, this
your wedding, isn't it? I mean,
this bride in Northern Ireland, she had, and I'm not joking, 95 of them. Tell us more about her.
Yes, you.
So this is Catherine McGarren. She's a dance teacher, so she couldn't decide which of her friends and pupils should be part of the big day, so she decided to have all of them, which I think is actually really nice. Look at all those kiddies.
She probably just told everyone to wear cream.
Do you know what would annoy me? Imagine if you're one of her friends that didn't make the cut.
Oh, it'd be really upset.
You were number 96.
You were like, really?
Sat in the church with, like, a floral number going, how did I not get chosen?
I think you need at least, like, 10 bridesmaids, right?
10? 10?
Yeah, like, you're going to have 10 bridesmaids.
She said
I don't want to get married, but I would say, like, if you want to have one, if you want to have none, if you want to have 90, is it 95, 97? I feel like it's your day, and hopefully you only do it once. If you're lucky, you get to do it 2 or 3 times. And like Nick over here, and it's your day. And
how many days have you had now? Weddings?
A couple. But you don't know how many friends you've got until you announce you're getting married in the south of France, as I am later this year.
Oh.
Suddenly, everyone is your friend. Yeah.
I still haven't made the cut.
You haven't made the cut.
I've made the cut. I'm devastated.
Well, very early doors.
I don't want to break your heart. I don't want to break your heart.
No. I'll be the one going, no!
Yes, if you sing It Should Have Been Me. So, yeah, that's the song to come back with. It should have been me.
No!
Well, he can't invite you to the wedding, can he? Because he knows that you'll
be
be
orcs.
back in the church going, look what you could have won. The average in the UK is 4 bridesmaids. 4.
That seems about right, I think.
But like you said, let her do a thing.
I'm assuming that she made everyone buy their own dresses.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, everyone bought their own dresses.
Do you know what the average price of a wedding actually is now? It's about £30,000. It's a lot of money, isn't it? 30 grand.
Think of everything I'm saving by not getting married.
Does that include the business class flights to Nice? Or not?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But a lot of people now are getting people to buy a present and buy, like, just give money for the honeymoon.
Yeah, makes sense.
Good idea.
Study has found Brits say sorry as much as 9 times a day. I think that's quite low, totalling 3,285 times a year. This was commissioned by Interflora, found that 90% of us routinely say sorry for things that weren't our fault, including when someone bumps into us, had a bad phone signal, coughing or sneezing. We were talking about this in makeup earlier on. We get quite affronted when someone doesn't apologise. And it doesn't even have to be a big thing. Yeah. But it just seems like common courtesy, doesn't it?
Someone bumped into me on the tube and I said sorry and they didn't say sorry back.
Right.
And I was like...
So annoying.
that wasn't even my sorry to say.
Exactly.
And I really wanted to be like, I
it.
take it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's automatic, isn't it?
I think it's a British thing, though.
This is what makes me proud to be British, right? The fact that we have wet bank holidays where it always rains, we love queuing and we say sorry. That is what we do.
I'd prefer a sunny bank holiday.
And by the way, if you've been married before, 9 times a day, try 9 times an hour or so, and you might say sorry then. So that's an absolute lowball number, 3,285 a year. But it's something that makes us proud.
Isn't it incredible, though, when you know someone's wronged you, and you're really angry about it, you're really upset, when somebody says the word sorry to you, how it just calms your spirit right down. Like, it's not that hard to say sorry.
No.
And sometimes, even if you don't mean it, say sorry.
Is it?
Yeah. Why is it hard? Why do you think it's hard, Ashley? It's not hard to say sorry. If you're in the wrong, say sorry.
I'm never wrong, that's the problem.
You find it's easier to say sorry to a stranger if you bump into them or you step on your foot than it would be a friend or a partner when you go, well, no, I haven't done anything wrong, so why would I apologise?
Well,
see,
the thing is, for me, because I love you so much, and I can see... But I'm just saying, if say, like, I would find it hard to say sorry, because my overwhelming love for you is more important, I would say sorry, because I don't like the way you're feeling, just to calm you down.
Yeah.
So that's what it would mean.
I think that's what we need. We all need to do a bit more like that,
I think people need to be a bit more...
Because sometimes your own pride takes over, doesn't it?
Your ego gets hold. I think my love for you means more to me. That, you know what? I'm going to try and soften the blow and say I'm really sorry and try and mean it.
I will say sorry.
Is it too late to make her the Pope? I mean, what a lovely... it is.
I can make some calls. It's going to be...
What a lovely... some AI.
What a lovely philosophy on life.
Yeah. But it's true. Like, I love you too much to see you in pain. I would say sorry.
I think the British thing is, though, is saying sorry when it's not a sorry situation. I've tried to retrain myself to say thank you over sorry. Like, if someone holds a door open for me, I'll be like, sorry, as I go through it. So now I try to be like, thank you.
Yes, you're so right.
Later when we walk out.
Yeah.
What's the next story?
New research has found, friends, that cats could be taking over as our favourite pet. I thought they were. But it appears that cat retailers Jollies has seen a massive increase in cat-related purchases. Currently, 13.5 million dogs in the UK compared to 12.5 million cats. Increasing popularity of cats due to celebrity cat lovers. Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Miley Cyrus, I mean, I think as long as you love animals, I don't really... I mean, I'm a cat lover, but I definitely want a dog sometime in my life.
Yeah. Do you think it maybe more reflects, like, people's lifestyles, that obviously 100%. People don't really have time to, like, look after dogs as much, whereas cats just do their own thing, don't they? As long as you clean out the litter tray every now and then. Yeah.
Cats are so smart, aren't they, when you think about it? I mean, they've worked out that don't help humans at all. You don't have guard cats. You don't have drug-sniffing cats or any of that, do you? They just say that let them get on with it.
And also, you can't just get the love of a cat like that. Do you know what I mean? With dogs, like, they're quite, you know, they're all over you. But with a cat, they suss you out, don't they? It takes a little bit of time, and then when they love you, they really love you.
Well, the thing about cats is they hate eye contact. So the whole thing with dogs love eye contact, right? Whereas cats, they absolutely hate. So, but the natural thing to do as human beings is you look at something, you go, hello, God, you. And cats are like, why is that thing staring at me? It's really freaking me out. So weirdly, that's why people who aren't cat people get on so well with cats. So when you go and visit a friend with cats, and
they come all over you.
And you sort of look away from it. The cat goes, oh, that person, there's no danger for that person whatsoever because they're looking that way. So the ultimate compliment a cat can give you is if it comes and sits next to you but looks that way. You're looking that way. Because it goes, right, you've got over there covered. Because they were never domesticated, so the whole thing is they're always on, like...
You're looking over there, I'll look over
there. Yeah, I love this guy.
But there's a whole new item for the show. Cat Dr. Dermot taking your calls.
Oh, yes!
Have you got a problem with your cat?
That's literally it. I've just got
We should do that next Friday. You mean, you're the cat genius.
You are now, that's my one
cat fact.
Dr. Scott is phoning already going, no, that's not happening. Absolutely not.
Park him a tank on his lawn, he won't be happy about it at all.
Hey, do you know what? There's a latest dance trend, apparently. It's called a shimmy, and apparently a shimmy a day can keep the sadness away. Now, this is taking over TikTok, taking over Instagram. Do you have a look at the clip? Have a look at this clip. A shimmy a day keeps the sadness away.
I feel like that's quite a you one to do.
I feel like I do that normally anyway. Get up and have a little shimmy, a little stretch. Would you want to do it, guys?
No.
Should we get that music on?
No.
Come on.
No, you
Would you not have a shimmy?
No, I'm not going to. You can throw
I bet you have a stretch.
Channel. You can throw a bucket of ice water over me.
Every week I try to get Nick to do a reel with me, and he always says no to the dance.
And I'm not even going to say
sorry.
Come on,
Nick, let's get that, Nick. Come on.
I'm not going to... Go.
Come on. Shimmy.
I don't know how...
Shimmy. Yes. Keep doing it. Shimmy. Hi everyone, just want to say thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now listen, we upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.